Hello, everyone. Welcome to 10 Minutes Astrology. Today, Alejo and I we are going to talk about Uranus in seventh house. In the beginning, I was quite excited, but then I think about it a little bit. Wow, sounds like a little bit intense, isn't it?
Well, it can be painful, of course, but it can also be liberating, of course. Like we were saying always with Uranus, you may also feel free and
Mhm.
light.
Yeah. Why are we
But
talking about that?
yeah, sorry.
Why we think it's painful but also free?
Yeah, because I think the seventh house, it's an angle. So
Yeah.
we understand that it becomes very a strong a transit of Uranus going there. And the seventh
Yeah.
house is not just any angle, but it's the angle that talks about how we relate to others. And relationships are so important in our way of life.
So that could be relationship with other people. That could be our personal relationship and cooperate. Like you and I, we work quite a lot together. So
For
suppose
instance,
one of us have a Uranus in the seventh house. Maybe one of us will start to wanted another way of this of cooperate.
yes. So
Mm,
let's say one-on-one relationships, partnerships, or in general, the way we relate to others,
yeah.
suddenly we feel that something is stuck there, that something makes us prisoner, that something is too rigid, and we
Uh,
have this feeling like we need to open this up. I need to be freer. I need to have more time. I need to have more space. I need something of change. It could also happen because it's the seventh house that this comes from the other side. So it
uh-huh.
could be that the other person comes and says, "Look, Rod, I love doing these videos, but I think we need to do something different." And so I
Okay.
come up with an idea, and let's say, I don't know. It doesn't always mean, in the textbooks, transiting Uranus going over the descendant, a lot of books talks about divorce, breaking up, and it
Uh-huh.
doesn't have to be that. What it's
Hmm.
saying when Uranus is there, that something that was kind of fixed and stable, it's being shaken and
Yeah.
needs there's a sense of instability, there's a sense of something maybe being less constant than it was, but it
Hmm.
doesn't necessarily mean a breakup. It means that a new component, a new approach, a new element is
Hmm.
asking to be incorporated in the relationship. So maybe, if somebody is, I don't know, married and having this Uranus going over the descendant and they're afraid, they're scared, listening, oh, I'm going to get divorced. No. I mean, maybe yes, maybe not, I don't know. But it doesn't mean this. What it means is that something in the relationship needs to be lighted up. Maybe you
Mm.
have to reassess what are the agreements you have. Maybe you
Hmm.
have to reassess with the other person what is your idea of freedom, what is your idea of independence, because these are the things that probably are asking to be revisited when this is
Yeah,
happening.
I agree. I agree. It's not always just breakup or divorce because you can really just like grow together and enjoy that excitement, enjoy that Uranus creativity and excitement, or enjoy personal space in the relationship. And this go back one of the very fundamental issue in the I think in 13 a relationship is a love and freedom. If you love me, you should attach to me. If you want to grow independent away from me, you don't love me. That can trigger those issues, isn't it?
Yes, yes, because what is the limit, right? So, and again, for each relationship, each couple, each partnership must deal with this in a personal way, of course, because there's no
Yeah,
single rule. Because freedom
exactly.
and love and commitment, these are all words that are too abstract. So we
Hmm.
need to see, okay, what is commitment for me? What is commitment for you? What is the commitment that I can accept? What is the commitment that I know I cannot fulfill? What
Mm.
do I feel freedom is about? What do I feel? All of these things. So when Uranus is going there, probably it's a moment in which this conversation must be had. This conversation is asking to be heard. And if we don't listen to this conversation, then
Mm.
okay, Uranus by transit may mean divorce, may mean affairs, and all of these things. But if we are brave enough to bring these questions to the table,
Yeah.
then usually it means we're willing to work with this. We're willing to see what needs to be change. We're willing to see what's this new element that is asking to be recognized. And so probably things will flow. And then also I'm thinking like because people who are not in a relationship can also have Uranus transiting going over the seventh house.
Yeah.
It could actually mean that they are going to start making a relationship. I saw this a lot of times. People who have been single for years, who have been saying for years, I would never
Hmm.
want to be in a relationship. When Uranus goes through the descendant, the way they understand relationships changes. So all of these
Yeah.
preconceived ideas that they had, or not preconceived ideas, maybe all of these the desires that they had that they felt could not be fulfilled through a relationship, so they didn't want a relationship. Maybe that's changing. So suddenly the way they see relationships is changing. So suddenly they fall in love and they marry and they stay forever together. I don't know. So what the idea is that the way we're relating is asking for a change, and this
Hmm.
is then again we need to go back to each case to see what does this mean.
So basically, we are talking about that when transiting Uranus move into seventh house, it's not always bad news, breakup or divorce, but we have to look the relationship in a very different way and allow some space, allow some creativity.
Yes, I would say yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Alejo, today for sharing your view of the transiting Uranus in the seventh house. And then, well, I think next week we are going to talk about a little bit more intense the Uranus in the eighth house. That,
Ooh.
ooh, that is not fun. That is a little bit we have to take it seriously. Yeah. Anyway, but really, I mentioned about this. For the future, we are going to build up a whole series of the webinar for the beginner friendly. So very soon we are going to have like the webinar through the about health issues, through the relationship, also through the money. So looking forward. So please sign up and share this video with your friend. If you really like it, comment and subscribe. So in the future we have more information to you. All right. So see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.